Hello and welcome to the Vietnam Destination Guide. My name is Carmen Keller and today I'll be talking you through what you can expect to see and do in Vietnam with Wendy Wu Tours. So let's get started. Vietnam is located on the Indochina Peninsula in Southeast Asia and has one of the oldest continuous histories of any country in the world, dating back approximately 4,000 years. The Vietnam we know today became independent from France in the 1950s and then reunified again after the Vietnam War. So there really is no surprise that this country has some fascinating modern, ancient, and colonial history to discover that is truly unique to Vietnam. So we can see many historic sites there, from the war sites such as the Cu Chi tunnels, all the way to the ancient wonders such as Hue, the imperial city, and so much more. Vietnam is also famous for its beautiful natural wonders that are scattered around the country, from Halong Bay in the north all the way down to the Mekong Delta in the south. And then of course there's the food, which we cannot forget. Characterized by fresh ingredients and a hint of French influence, banh mi Vietnamese rolls, Vietnamese coffee, pho noodles, these are all famous the world over. So whether you're a nature enthusiast, a history buff, or a foodie, or you just want a great holiday, Vietnam has something for you. So why travel to Vietnam with Wendy Wu Tours? Well, we are one of Australia's leading tour operators and have been running tours to Vietnam for over 20 years. Our classic tours include absolutely everything for you, from the flights to the visas, so you've got that peace of mind that you are looked after from start to finish and you don't have to worry about a thing on ground.
Discover more with Wendy Wu Tours. Your all-inclusive adventure covers everything from international airfares, hand-picked accommodation, all meals on classic tours, to daily sightseeing and activities, as well as all transportation. Enjoy comprehensive inclusions on every tour, all offering exceptional value with no hidden costs. Just get to the airport and let us take care of the rest for total peace of mind.
Vietnam has a subtropical climate, which is quite complex due to its geography and topography. However, generally speaking, the best time to visit Vietnam is February and March, when the country is cooling down and has much drier weather happening. However, if you can't visit, no problem. You can then go in autumn, September, October and November, which is also quite dry up in the south and the north of Vietnam, with just a little bit of rain in central Vietnam. However, whenever you do go to Vietnam, you are going to have a great time, and if you go outside of those high seasons, you can enjoy less crowds. So now let's have a look at the food and accommodation we can expect in Vietnam.
When you're traveling with us, where you rest your head is just as important as where the journey takes you. Our hotels are generally rated to a local 3 to 4 star standard, offering a balance of comfort, convenience, and character. From modern business hotels in bustling cities to charming family-run guest houses in peaceful towns, each stay is thoughtfully selected to enhance your experience. Most group tour accommodations include private Western-style bathrooms, air conditioning, and telephones for your comfort and connectivity. Of course, when you venture into more remote regions, the charm of adventure comes with a twist. Accommodation standards may be simpler and Western amenities may be limited. On some of our group tours, you'll spend the night cruising the emerald waters of Halong Bay aboard the beautiful Baia, or a similar vessel, a floating retreat with unforgettable views. When we journey through the Mekong, your overnight stay is aboard the elegant Victoria Mekong, a boutique river cruise vessel designed for relaxation, discovery, and a dash of indulgence. So wherever you go, whether it's on land or water, we've got your comfort covered with a touch of local flair. In Southeast Asia, the local cuisine is famous for its bold flavours, aromatic spices, and some of the freshest ingredients you'll ever come across. Whether it's a fragrant noodle soup or a sizzling rice dish, every bite tells a story. Meals here are more than just delicious. They're a celebration of herbs and harmony. Think lemongrass, ginger, coriander, mint, basil, dill, and lime leaves, all working together to awaken your taste buds. And when it comes to dining, tradition plays a beautiful role. While some restaurants have embraced a Western style, many still honour the time-tested, communal way of sharing food. Picture a table filled with steaming plates, each guest with a small bowl, helping themselves to whatever calls their name. Dishes arrive when they're ready. Appetizers, mains. There's no set order, just a rhythm that feels natural. In Vietnam especially, meals are laid out in the centre, meant for sharing. You'll use your own chopsticks and bowl, but communal utensils are often provided, keeping things clean and courteous. Dining here is wonderfully casual. No strict etiquette, no pressure. And yes, it's totally okay to leave food on your plate. So come hungry, not just for food, but for flavour, culture, and connection.
Now you're probably quite curious to know what it is you can actually see in Vietnam, so let's delve into some of our favourite sites. Let's start in charming Hoi An. Located in central Vietnam, the city was an influential port along the Silk Road, and for over 500 years, prosperous merchants from China, Japan, France, and Portugal settled here. This resulted in a distinctive blend of culture, cuisine, religion, and architecture that can still be seen there to this day. In fact, perhaps more than any other place in Vietnam, Hoi An retains the feel of centuries past, with quaint alleys and picturesque canals. And while you're here, why not visit one of the tailors that the city is famous for, and you can have some new clothes crafted just for you. Next is the spectacular terraced rice fields of Sapa. Located 1,600 meters above sea level and close to the Chinese border, this mountainous area holds spectacular landscapes and temperate climate, which is sure to make a lasting impression on its visitors. This is the perfect place to do some trekking and take in the views of the cascading paddy fields that cling to the mountainside. Next up is the Cu Chi Tunnels. Located approximately 45 kilometers from Saigon in southern Vietnam, the tunnels were used by Viet Cong soldiers as hiding spots during the combat of the Vietnam War. They also served as communication and supply routes, hospital, food and weapon caches, and even living quarters. Nowadays, you can visit the tunnels and learn the fascinating history of this site. And if you're game, take a walk through a short section of the tunnel, which really gives you a feel for the reality that these Viet Cong lived. Now let's jump over to one of Vietnam's most spectacular natural wonders, Ha Long Bay. Sitting about 160 kilometers from Hanoi in the northeast of Vietnam, Ha Long Bay has some of the most dramatic scenery in the country. Unique rock sculptures jut out from the clear emerald waters of the Gulf of Tonkin, and numerous grottos have created an enchanting, timeless world. Looking out onto the horizon, the sails of the traditional junk boats and sampans complete this picture. It's an absolutely stunning area to discover. Up next is the imperial city of Hue. Hue is located in central Vietnam and was the capital of Vietnam from 1802 until 1945, when the last emperor abdicated. Nowadays, Hue is still seen as the center of Vietnamese culture and religion, with so many wonderful pagodas and temples to uncover, including its Grand Imperial Citadel, which was modeled on the Forbidden City in China. Next, we have the Grand Mekong Delta, which needs no introduction. Snaking from Cambodia into southern Vietnam, where it reaches the South China Sea, the Mekong is one of the longest rivers in the world. It is a densely populated region, home to floating markets, pagodas, and villages surrounded by rice paddies. Exploring this region offers fantastic views and also gives you incredible insight into daily life along the riverbanks.
Experience the extraordinary with Wendy Wu Tours. We not only take you to lesser-known places, but also offer authentic experiences throughout to truly immerse yourself in the destination you are exploring. Be it learning a local craft, practicing an old tradition, or dining with locals, you will get in-depth experiences of our destinations and their cultures.
What sets us apart here at Wendy Wu Tours is some of the incredible experiences you can have while you're in destination. There are many, but I'm going to touch on some of those for you today. We will begin in the emerald waters of Halong Bay. On tour, enjoy an overnight cruise to the farmost corners of the bay by boat. On board, you'll enjoy all meals, stunning vistas and excursions, which include visiting underground caves on the islands, gentle kayaking, or visiting the bay's island beaches. On our Christmas in Vietnam tour, you'll be lucky enough to enjoy a 2-night cruise and spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day on Halong and Lan Ha Bay. What an unforgettable experience. Next, let's jump to central Vietnam and embark on a cooking class in Hoi An. You'll begin by purchasing fresh ingredients at the local market and then enjoy a cookery class, learning to create some of the most iconic dishes of Vietnam. You'll then, of course, get to taste your creations for lunch, and for a truly unique souvenir, you get to take your knowledge home for you to cook this whenever you'd like. On tour with us, there's many ways you may experience the Mekong Delta. It may be a day trip or a multi-night cruise. Our day trip will see you exploring these waterways by traditional sampan boat for an insight into the local culture. Whereas our multi-night cruises will delve further into the region with 3, 4 or 7-night options aboard our very own Victoria Mekong vessel. There'll be excursions to those lesser visited villages along the Mekong and plenty of opportunities to just sit back, relax, take in the views and observe that local life along the river. Whatever way you see it, it's sure to be an experience you won't forget quickly. Another highlight on tour is the quintessence of Tonkin Show. It's an outdoor spectacle in Hanoi that celebrates the culture of northern Vietnam. A mesmerizing cultural show that incorporates live music, dance, and water puppetry to showcase the rich history and culture of the region. And next on my list is a visit to the striking Golden Bridge. You'll begin with a journey over the scenic Hai Van Pass in central Vietnam, which offers spectacular views of Ba Na Hills. You'll then arrive at the Golden Bridge. This beautiful bridge is held by gigantic stone hands and is an incredible place just to explore. And last but not least is a fantastic cultural experience, learning the traditional art of batik making. In Sapa, you can visit Lao Chai village where you will learn the art of batik painting. Here you'll join a hands-on masterclass led by local experts. Then, for a truly unique experience and souvenir, you can take your creation home with you.
Our friendly national escorts are the best in the business. They are all born and raised in the destination you're exploring, so there's no one better to tell you more about the local culture, traditions, and way of life. They are with you from the moment you arrive to the second you leave, taking care of you every step of the way. Their passion and insider knowledge will transform your tour into a truly unforgettable adventure.
Vietnam has so many sights to see and so many experiences to be had. So you might be wondering, where do I start? What tour is best for me? Well, today I'm going to run through some of our top sellers and some of my personal favorites. I'll begin with Vietnam at a glance, our 12-day introductory tour to Vietnam. It begins in southern Vietnam and makes its way up to the north, taking in all the major cities and sites along the way. Immerse yourself in the bustle of Saigon and Hanoi, enjoy the natural wonders of the Mekong Delta and Halong Bay, and wander charming Hoi An and Hue. This is perfect for those who are short on time, but still wish to catch the highlights of Vietnam. So for those who are looking for some unique cultural experiences, a bit more time at leisure, and wish to do some trekking in Sapa, our Go Beyond Tour Vietnam Trails is for you. This tour visits the iconic natural wonders and sights of Vietnam, including Hanoi, Saigon, Hoi An, Halong Bay, and the added extra of 3 nights in Sapa. In Sapa, you'll visit the ethnic minority communities and trek through the cascading rice paddies to be rewarded with fabulous views. This tour is perfect for those who are looking to get off the beaten track and enjoy some more physical and culturally immersive activities. Vietnam is a fabulous introduction to Southeast Asia, but perhaps you want to delve even deeper into this fascinating region. Well, you can do by combining Vietnam with visiting some of their neighboring countries. You can combine it with the treasures of Cambodia and Laos, or even Thailand and Malaysia. We have plenty of multi-country tours to choose from, and I'll go through a couple of them with you now. First is one of our most popular tours, Angkor to the Bay. This tour takes you on a voyage and discovery through Cambodia and Vietnam. From the breathtaking majesty of the temples of Angkor through the spectacular natural grandeur of Ha Long Bay, experiencing all manners of delights en route. This tour is perfect for those who are looking to tick off the iconic sites of these magnificent two countries with some unique cultural experiences along the way. Next is our 21-day all-encompassing Mekong Explorer. This tour will take in the best of Vietnam and Cambodia, including a 4-night cruise on the Mekong Delta River. From the treasures of old Hanoi and Ha Long Bay, travel the length of Vietnam through Hue and Hoi An to the bright lights of Saigon, experiencing authentic Vietnam all the way. Then embark on a relaxing 4-night cruise on the Mekong, finishing up in Cambodia, where you'll have the opportunity to explore colonial Phnom Penh, as well as the magnificent Angkor Temple complex in Siem Reap. This tour is for those who are looking to take in the highlights of Vietnam and Cambodia, with an added extra of relaxing 4 nights on a cruise to unwind. Lastly, if you wish to discover Vietnam, Cambodia and Laos, then I recommend our ground tour of Indochina. This once-in-a-lifetime adventure offers an in-depth look at 3 fascinating countries. Beginning in southern Vietnam, travel the length of the country, taking in all of those iconic sites we've talked about, and then you'll delve into the fascinating culture and history of Laos. Discover cultural Luang Prabang, scenic Van Vieng, and quaint Vientiane. Afterwards, step over to Cambodia and you'll learn about its complex history and discover the Angkor complex which awaits, the perfect way to end your Southeast Asia exploration. So now you've heard all about Vietnam and the tours we have on offer, I'm sure you are getting ready to book that next dream holiday to Vietnam. Well, why not take advantage of some of the incredible offers we've got at the moment? Now we've reached the end of our presentation, but if you have any questions at all, please do join us in the Travel Lounge. You can scroll below, click on the red button, and I'll be waiting there for any questions you may have. If you don't have any questions, please do reach out to us. You can look on our website at wendywoodtours.com.au, or of course call us on 1300 727 998. I hope you all have a lovely day and are excited for your next trip to Vietnam.